students' biggest struggle in this area is honestly staying away from the streets.
It is an immigrant community. It's very transient.
A lot of the parents came here to give their children a better life, and they came here under very dire situations.
We have had to make very, very serious cuts in what it is we can provide because the funds are very scarce. They're very hard to come by.
There's not really too many after-school activities, and a lot of our books here at DPS are either torn up, we don't have enough.
And people in the world in general, particularly in education, do not always look at the arts as a valuable means of educating children, which is truly a mistake on their part.
Dance, it's like my passion. I just love it. If I want to go to college, I would like to go to Juilliard Art. I would love to, actually.
Itzel is a student at Living Arts, and before she started dance school, she was very timid, very shy. She didn't have a lot of friends. She didn't feel like she was a part of the community. She didn't feel like she belonged here.
I have seen over and over students come in clinging to their parents, sometimes crying, not wanting to go and be on their own, and then at the end of the year in the show, they're big in hams.
She was also, depressed. She was very sad that we had moved such a long ways and we weren't with family. Being in Living Arts gave her a connection, gave her somewhere to belong, to feel like she was with family.
I'm thankful for the people I dance with. We actually help each other a lot. We've connected a lot. If we have personal problems, we can share them, and they could give us advice because some of the girls are older than me, so they give me a lot of advice.
She loves to dance, and she has a passion for it. She wants to follow a professional career in dance. And I think if she wasn't in Living Arts, she wouldn't have found her passion.
Living Arts itself is just amazing in that it covers two things, arts and education. At least children get two different modes of thought when it comes to learning. It's engaging with what's going on with them in social studies, different vocabulary words from English. Kids might not necessarily want to grow up and be artists, dancers, musicians, or anything like that, but nevertheless, they get the opportunity to see someone who actually does that discipline for a living and is passionate about it. So while they might have other interests in terms of something like math or science, they can actually apply what they see an active adult who's very enthusiastic about their career and really apply it to what it is that they want to do. So they can have just as much passion as a dancer, a videographer, a musician, and apply it to doing science or being, a biomolecular engineer.
Only one? What color is your apple? Purple. It's way up high. You have to come get this one purple apple way up high. Can you read?
The strategies that we use as teaching artists first and foremost engage the students in the learning and in a really fun way sort of trick them into practicing skills and ideas that may seem really boring to them in the traditional modality of learning. So for instance, when we go up and down and 1, 2, 3. As far as the kids are concerned, we're just having fun and going up and down on 1, 2, 3. And what we know what we're doing is reinforcing movement and directional concepts with a rhythm and repetition in order to be able to build a vocabulary that is going to help them begin to then recognize the idea that books have words and words come together to make stories that are all familiar language, which is building the pathway for a more effective opportunity to learn to read.
Idea. Come up with something remarkable, something so amazing that we would surely notice it. Ready, and work it out.
First we're gonna do like this, and then like this, and then the thing.
There is a way in which working through an art form also levels the learning culture and climate in the classroom. What I mean by that is that you always have those kids who are really, they're the first ones that have their hand up in the air because they know the answer, right? And you have those kids that are more quiet, but they may be artists.
They start painting, they're drawing, then they start asking for colors. So now my quiet student who didn't speak in class now is sharing and talking because he has already broken the ice through art and now feels more comfortable. I myself could not have brought out. It's only within the setting of the El Arte experience that just unfolded without any pressure. It just broke open and just unfolded naturally.
Do a little mind review here, okay? And you're looking
They
at the
become
wall.
far more animated in their life. They become a lot more open in their life. They become a lot more willing to take a risk in their life. And of course, that impacts this classroom tremendously. You know, because they're just more willing and they feel just better about it. They feel good about the things that they do when the El Arte artist is here, and it carries over.
Not only do they want to help us, but they want to spark something in our life, something so that we have motivation to go on with our life, so that it doesn't stay like it's at home, because it gives us change. We want to be able to change things.
To be what I can be, to be proud, healthy, and
Community Arts Night was just sort of like a great culmination of those skills brought to the public.
A lot of parents are there. If the kids are acting or they're performing something, they're gonna be there with the comadre, with the aunt, with the grandma, grandpa. The whole family's there, not just it's the extended family plus the neighbors.
And you got to see how the community really rallied together to want to see what it is that the young people are doing here.
Those are extremely important for Southwest Detroit. Instead of having the kids running around in the streets, and they have somewhere safe, somewhere where they're gonna be doing something positive.